Yeah, I'm full VW today. Look at this. I'm wearing my Corrado shirt. Rada.
Nice.
Volkswagen Motorsports. GTIs.
Dude.
And for Ferraris. The model Ferraris are over there.
Nice. I've just got the old pod table and all my physical media and my PlayStation bag right there, and then all the other crap on the couch. And then also Coke Zero.
Oh yeah.
And rum.
Hey!
Because fuck it.
Because life.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, something went wrong. There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 259 of the CAMcast, the most illustrious podcast being recorded in various basements around this great state of ours. Yes, it is, Zack. It is very weird. I am Mike, dear leader, doc taste, leader of men, herder of cats.
Meow.
Yep. Guy, do a little drinking, because why not? It's the end of the world. It's a Monday. Who cares? I am joined more often than...
So I'm so sorry. There's an option that says hide non-video participants if you want to show that.
Oh,
okay.
Man. Not in the room, but in the Zoom call. It is the chair of the boards, the good Colonel Eddie Dean himself, still interrupting at fun times. Never changed. It is Zack Lords.
Yo, I'm in my room. I cannot confirm or deny if I'm in my underwear or not.
Hell yeah. Well, and hopefully you have underwear on. I hope you do have underwear on.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I think, well, you don't have a camera. I was going to say we have to do a mandatory stand-up pants check.
Mm.
No.
Pants!
Hey! He's wearing pants. He's here for the first time in about 7 years. It is the man who used to be our stepdad. It is Brandon Christiansen.
Uncle Touchy, a.k.a. check engine fan of the century.
There it is.
All the Volkswagens, V-dubs, and a Corrado.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, love you.
And love you too. And because I could not be trusted or find time to actually figure out how to do this properly, he is shaking his head in disappointment. Something he's done a lot over the 17 years we've known each other.
Oh man, no. Let's see.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's been at least 17 years. That's crazy.
Yep.
No way it's been that long.
Yeah, no, it's been that long. It's been that long, and I've been disappointing him ever since. It is the shadowy billionaire himself, Trent Bray.
Ahoy hoy.
There we go. Perfect.
Damn it. You beat me to it.
You tried.
I tried.
Love that you tried, and I never want you to stop. For those of you watching, thank you. This is delightful. For those of you listening on Wednesday, thank you. If you are looking to share this with other people, tell them to go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, have them search for CAMcast or CAMautomag, and then tell them to like, rate, review, and subscribe. And, if you're still going to work, just put this on a Bluetooth speaker. Make everybody listen to it. There are worse things right now. Remind them of that.
About that.
Yeah. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/CamAutomag. $5 a month is the magic subscription level. You can go higher, you can go lower. Doesn't really matter. But $5 gets you into the Cam Super Secret Shenanigans shitposting Facebook group. Gets you bonus content. And, maybe get
You're
you
watching this live if you're in the Shenanigans group.
Yeah.
Also, apparently $15 gets you jack shit now.
What?
Dylon.
Well, I mean, listen.
What?
I don't think 15. It was 5, 10, 20.
No, the soundboard.
Oh
thing.
God!
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's.
I was trying to make a joke and no one laughed, and I feel bad.
Wow!
I completely forgot about the turd that Dylon threw in the. Oh, it says the live video has ended.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
fun. Perfect.
It's still live for me.
The live video ended because we received the delete stream RTMP signal from your encoder.
this video has ended. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
But it's still live for me, which is concerning.
That really is.
It just ended for me. Holy shit! It's Throwback Family.
Oh man, that's
AJ.
hilarious.
AJ, which one of you isn't wearing pants?
Well, I'm still wearing pants, so thank God.
I just proved it.
Yes, you did.
We'll never know with Zack. I'm sure they're on fire though.
Yeah. Anyway, while Trent's trying to
I'm
figure
just
this out,
my
I'm
car.
just gonna keep soldiering along. Yeah, patreon.com/CamAutoMag. CamAutoSwag.com is where you go to get dope stuff like this perfect spring fall hoodie, the t-shirt that Trent is wearing, the hat that I'm sure Zack is rocking in his very sexy dungeon.
And the
whatever.
hat that I'm about to buy. I'm going to get me one.
Well, you can do that right now, dude.
Okay.
Like,
CamAutoswag.com.
yeah, CamAutoSwag.com. My offer still stands if somebody gets the I Sign the Waiver shirt and takes a selfie in front of, at this point, either Wing Coop location holding the takeout thing of wings. I'll buy you a dozen wings when the apocalypse is over. We'll go up there. We'll have a good time. So far, nobody has taken me up on that.
That's funny.
At this point, it's a pretty good bet for you.
Yeah, right? Much like anything where I have attempted to pay out. Whatever. Anyway, steadybroke.com, steady.broke on all the social medias. They're a longtime sponsor. Shout out to Tommy, who apparently got back on social media just in his own way. Yeah. Didn't really notice that he left, but then again, that's because most of my feeds have become animals and, other adorable things that aren't Tommy. He is very adorable. But anyway, head over to steadybroke.com, put a bunch of their really awesome, affordable stuff in your cart, i.e. the Broke AF Block Tee, the Depresso Tee, all of those fun things. Hey, there we go. We're back. And Joey is saying, and we. Perfect.
It said, and we're done, but yeah.
Love it.
The funny thing is, it says that we're live, but I have, my controls are gone, so.
Whatever.
I don't know how to end this thing. Let's just run with it.
Hey, we're back.
Perfect. Steadybroke.com. Use coupon code CAMAuto15 after you put a bunch of their awesome, affordable stuff in your cart and save 15% on your entire order. Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams. Steady Broke Clothing. Well, guys, how's the apocalypse treating you?
I went camping.
Good. Good for
you're
you.
supposed to stay in your home, Zach.
I've been camping a lot.
Are you too good for your home?
My dungeon has issues.
Answer me.
Go to your home.
I have my dungeon has issues. No, I've been doing a lot of camping. The taco has been treating me very, very, very well. Hasn't had any issues yet. I've seen
Good.
Utah that I didn't even know existed. And I've been driving the shit out of a Viper. So
pray tell,
Trent.
Dude,
sounds gross, but okay.
Ryan, the guy who owns my shop, picked up a 2009 Viper, and it's just been like, go take people on drives because I am too lazy to do it. And so, yeah.
I mean, twist your arm. I mean, you have to drive
so hard.
505 horsepower Viper.
It takes an exhaust dyno tuned at 710.
Oh.
Ooh.
At sea level?
I believe Vegas.
Yeah,
so
sea level.
Closer for sure. But yeah, no, a lot of fun.
Nice.
So Trent, do you know what? I don't know if I want to buy your Viper anymore. I've seen the other side. I know what more power feels like.
Trent's not selling his Viper. I mean,
I don't blame you. I do actually have all the parts here waiting for me, and for the last week, I've been telling myself each night, "Oh, I'm gonna do it. Start working on it tonight," and then something happens, and
yeah, life.
I have a lot less time than I used to with kids being home from school. Yeah,
that'll put a damper on your plans.
Yeah. As for me, I turned my guest room into my home office, which I've been in for 3 weeks now, and as you can see, went 12 years old and decorated my walls.
All the VWs.
Yeah.
All the VWs. No nudies. Had to keep it PG, Got a 5-year-old. He doesn't need to know what nanas are yet. So although he does love them. And he straight slays it, that dude. Man. Anyways, but yeah, it's I'm ready for life to get back to normal because I'm also a hypochondriac. So I'm like, I have the corona. I got the Rona. I don't have any of the symptoms or anything. But what else?
Well, glad you're still kicking. I'm still in the basement. Basement looks like the basement. So there you go. Although one of my coworkers at the day job did go home because she had a fever, fatigue, and a cough. So yeah. Hey, boy might have a whole hell of a lot more time to kill.
You need to buy one of those laser thermometer things, and just point it at everybody's forehead while you're at work. Yep. Be like, nope, get out of here.
I'm out.
You're out.
Yep. Speaking of killing a whole hell of a lot of time, finally got the Xbox down here. Finally got it all set up. Nice. Figured out how to broadcast on Twitch with it. So, yeah, Twitch Tuesday is going to happen. We're going to be doing Forza Horizon 4. So, there you go. That is a thing. I elected to, after I got home from my girlfriend's last night, instead of being productive, hi, AJ.
Hi, AJ. Love you.
Can't stay tonight. He just wanted to pop in and say hi. So, hi, buddy.
Hey, Joey. I will eat your ass.
I'll eat that ass like groceries, boy. Anyway, yeah, instead of trying to get this thing all set up, I proceeded to spend the entire evening building various LS-powered things. So there is a proper Drift Vandura that will be making its debut. Might not be great, but, So
you can't expect greatness out of us.
No, there is no reason to expect greatness out of us.
Did you see what Sam said, though? That's exactly what they were doing at his work.
That is...
Temps. I hope they weren't using an anal thermometer.
Think warm thoughts, boy.
We only got one, so...
My boss's suggestion for a thermometer was to go buy a meat thermometer. And I was like, that's helpful. Thank you.
That doesn't quite work, but, bless you for trying.
Yeah.
I would hope they have more than one, because you don't want to share that.
No, definitely don't want to share that.
They wipe it down.
Oh.
Ah, good. Wonderful. That's what I love. But
they're out of Lysol wipes, so they just have to use old newspaper to wipe it down.
That is just awful.
Too far, anyway.
Do you
have
want
some
to
shout-outs, Mike?
Yes, I do. I want to shout out Dan Chilinsky because he is our newest patron.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, I'm actually right here looking at our Patreon, little backdoor thing here. So, shout out to Dan. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. I'll drop your stickers in the mail probably tomorrow. You'll be getting the new Fly Cam Am ones. So, because I'm out of the other ones. And you already have the other ones. They were already immortalized in those gorgeous photos that Andrew Jackson shot of your Kazi. So,
ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Andrew
Good
does
times.
great work. And then also, do want to shout out some other patrons while we're here. Thank you, Devin Creasy, Jan Gurday, who broke her arm. So, hope you're feeling better, Jan. I know, right? Jackson, who I only hate on the internet. I actually enjoy in real life.
Don't tell him that.
My dad, of all people, is a patron. So,
Yay!
Exactly.
Papa.
And
Papa
Nick
dear
Pellet.
leader.
Yep, Papa Jeff. So there we go. And then birthdays real quick. Taylor Roberts, Dat Wen, Justin Jones, Gary Free, Cliff Schultz, and Brendan Raymond.
I like that we do birthdays here because it gives me insight because Taylor's one of my friends. And so now I know. It's a
Nice.
thing.
Yeah, this is also why I don't wish anybody a happy birthday on Facebook. So I guess I'm doing it here.
If they don't listen, it's their own fault.
Damn right. I'm not an asshole. I'm doing the kind thing. Saying happy birthday to you and the world.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Well, let's jump into some news, shall we?
Oh,
Let's
good
do it.
news.
Yes.
There's actually good news.
There is actually good news. So Hyundai, a few months ago, they debuted a mid-engine rear-wheel drive concept car.
And here it is.
Hey,
Not quite kidding. No, that's not it. That's a way superior mid-engine car, and that is me.
That's
Look at him.
probably slower than that Hyundai is going to be.
Your face is slower.
Wow. Man, you really are 12
Coming out
years old.
aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah, well, so it is, they are pushing forward with their modern interpretation of the Renault Clio V6. It's going to be powered by a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4, and it might have an 80 horsepower electric motor and hybrid setup from their partner, Rimac. And it is still going to look like a Veloster.
Which I kind of like how the Velosters look.
Me too.
I don't mind them.
Yeah.
They're good looking. I've always liked them. I think they're good looking cars.
Yeah.
They're like exotic from behind. They're low and wide, you know?
Yeah,
they're
really
good looking.
really, yeah.
And they're pretty practical too. Like I've sat in the back seat of them and they're not highly uncomfortable.
And yeah, I mean, for a tree person like yourself, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's go around the chat and try to figure out. Let's take guesses on horsepower. Dad, what do you think for horsepower number?
I don't know. My guess would be around 390.
Okay.
I gotta say 390 as well.
Okay, Trent, what do you think?
Just for the sake of being different, 700.
Okay. Well, you're wrong. It's going to be about 390, including that 80 horsepower.
Really?
Yep.
It's almost like it was put in our agenda.
Which I never look at, so I was just guessing.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So there is that. Trent, I'll let you take this next one. Oh, wow. I got a lot brighter.
Oh, yes.
You got a lot brighter.
I dipped out for a second, and the light adjusted.
Got a little weird.
I apologize. If you're listening, that made no sense.
No, it didn't. That's why I'm trying to paint the picture.
Speaking of no sense, the GT350 is going to get jettisoned out in exchange for a Mach 1.
Yeah.
And the reason this doesn't make sense is because the Mach 1 is basically going to be a tarted up GT, make 480 horsepower, whereas the GT350 has that excellent flat plane crank 5.2 liter V8 instead of the Coyote that we all know. I mean, we love it, whatever, but
it's good. But
at the same time, the GT350, I think, is the superior vehicle.
Yeah.
And we all love the GT350R, but they're going to get rid of it apparently because it's not on the coding sheet of the ordering sheet for next year. It shows a Mach 1 and it shows a GT500, but it does not show a GT350.
Yep. So.
Yep. I watched a YouTube guy named his channel's Rated R Cars. He has a GT350. It's a great little channel. He's a funny guy from New England or New Jersey or somewhere. Great accent. But yeah, he talked about that today. It was yeah, they're killing it. And just in time, as the speculation is that Chevy with the Z06 or whatever they're going to call the new C8 will have a 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8. So Chevy will now hold the trophy, I guess you will, and take it from Ford. So yeah, no 2021 Mustang GT350, which is great because that's on my list.
Yeah.
And values are estimated to triple in the next 10 years. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, get one now while you still can, while your stock is still worth $500.
Worth nothing. So I could buy a poster of one now and hang it up next to all these check engine lights. It'll be great.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, that does leave only one Mustang that will have that Voodoo engine, but it's not in necessarily the format you want it to be.
No, it is not a flat plane crank for the GT500. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep, they went back to standard crank for that.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
What a time to be a Ford fan. God. It's like they hate you. But
yeah, you got to go to Ferrari if you want your flat plane crank action.
Yeah, but no manual transmission. So
yeah, so is that the life you want to live? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Tesla. We have a button for this on the soundboard, but
good news, everyone. There's some report on TV with some very bad news.
Nailed it.
Close enough.
Yeah, fuck it, it works. Tesla set a Q1 delivery record.
Yes,
they delivered 88,400 vehicles in the first quarter of this year. Somehow.
And they did it by defying the state's orders to shut down.
Yeah, fuck you, California.
Essential.
Yes, they argued they were an essential business, so they had to keep cranking out cars.
Yeah, GameStop did the same thing in the state of Massachusetts, kicked the door in and said, stop.
Yeah. They did get a few more of those Model Ys out, but the good thing is the pent-up demand is probably going to keep up sales for a little while, and they're trying to shift production to their Shanghai plant because China's back online now for the most part. So.
First wave hit, and they're just trying to get back in the running. Glenn, butts. Moving on.
I'm not...
you need to take a look.
Apparently.
Yeah, you should probably just go ahead and take a look.
Butts. Okay, yes.
Butts.
It's butts.
There you go.
Hey, Glenn.
Perfect. So McLaren's working on something.
Oh, besides... anyways, what are they working on?
So they're actually working on their first plug-in hybrid vehicle. and it's going to be based on the V6, which we haven't seen a McLaren with a V6 ever. So I'm sure it's based on their 4-liter V8 that they're just chopping a couple cylinders off or something. But
if it works for Ferrari and Alpha, it should work for somebody else, right?
Right? Yeah. But it's going to still be a twin turbo. Their speculation is that it's going to be a sports series car, so like 570S, 540C, and other markets, that kind of level. So it's not going to be their other hybrids that are millions of dollars, like the Speedtail or the P1.
No. So a McLaren for the masses, sort of.
Well, you kind of got to cross your fingers at this moment because they just furloughed their entire F1, employment. Their employees, all their F1 employees are now furloughed. So it's like, and Zack Brown went on, I think it was one of the sporting or F1 mags, and was like, I could see 4 teams going bankrupt because of coronavirus. And
so
leaving.
You and who else, Zach?
Yeah. Well, I think they're okay, but I worry about Aston Martin. Those guys.
Yeah.
They're in a tough position. I hope McLaren makes it. I think they will.
They probably will.
They've got some good products outside of F1. So.
Yep.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, this plug-in hybrid though is only going to get 20 miles of range by like European standards. So
what is that in American?
Like
4.
10.
All right. Well, I'll take it.
Well, the P1 only got like 6 miles in the European standards. Yeah. So
well, that's better than Ferrari. You can't even do the LaFerrari on full electric mode. They won't let that.
Well, but the 911 got 30 or something, 30 or 40.
Or so 918.
19. I'm so sorry. 19. Yeah, 911. Wow.
You're damn right. You're sorry.
Gavin's on his way to beat you up right now.
I'll go lock my door.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Your door wasn't locked before? You live in Midvale.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm in a nice area.
Me or Joey can come kick your door in right now.
You're in a nice area of Midvale.
I tell people I live in Sandy, okay? Is that a problem?
Damn.
As a Sandy resident, yes, it is a problem.
Oh, it's a problem for Sandy. Holy shit.
Burn.
Damn. Keep doing it, Zach. Keep doing it. Don't stop.
Yeah. Can that be true?
Hi, Scott.
Come down to my town.
Jesus.
Come down to the ghetto compared to you.
I turn up my nose at your Midvale. No.
Really? I'm going to say you live in Draper and it's better, right?
No.
Basically Draper.
No, there's absolutely no way Trent could justify being in Draper. No. He's nowhere near
If I was on the
Draper.
other side of the goalie, maybe.
No.
That's still a stretch.
Yeah, it's still quite the stretch. Scott Chamberlain says, "Oof, boys."
Yeah.
Yep. What up, bud? Anyway,
Scott, I need an alignment.
There you go.
Real original.
Let's see. Speaking of McLaren, they are cutting production of the limited production Elva.
Mm-hmm.
They're cutting production of a limited production.
Yep.
Yes. So they originally planned 399 units of their open top supercar-ish thing. And they say customers demanded that it be more exclusive. Has nothing to do with the current economic climate, of course.
No, naturally.
Customers demanded the car be more exclusive. So they're going to chop it down to 249 units. Basically whatever they've already sold.
Right. Sure that wasn't Ferrari saying that?
No, Ferrari would do the opposite.
Yeah.
Ferrari would do 399 units, one of 399 on all of them, but they'd actually make 800 of them.
Yeah. And then
they did the Scuderia. Yeah, there's no numbering on the Scuderia or the 16Ms. They're all just like, how many did we make? A lot.
Yeah. And then they would threaten to sue the first person who posted a terrible Instagram photo.
Yeah.
Yep.
The LaFerrari, they just added. I mean, the F40 was only supposed to have, I think, a 400 run, and they built 1,300 of those.
Yeah,
because they just were selling, and they're making tons of profit on those things. So.
It's like VinWiki. VinWiki has, was Enzo's. They have like 450 documented VINs of a car that was only limited to 399 or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
It is the Italian way.
Yes.
It is.
Yes. It reminds me of the Seinfeld joke from many years ago. The Ford LTD. It's limited to the amount that they can sell.
Nailed it. Oh man. Well, speaking of No, I don't really have a good transition to this. Florida man parks cars on dry grass, and dry grass things happen.
This was absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
Yep.
it was.
Yes.
So the funny thing was, I saw a photo a day before of a Chinese company doing the same thing, where there was just like a field full of 3,000 cars. And I saw this the next day, and I was like, oh, this is great. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah. So at Southwest Florida International Airport code RSA, because
it's international because it flies to Bermuda?
Reno.
Yeah. There it is. It flies over international waters. It flies over the Gulf to get to Texas.
There you go.
Anyway, yes, 3,500 rental cars were parked in a field, and a fire started because of hot exhaust.
Oh, man.
All of them burned down. And Jalopnik figured this out. It was 233 rental cars per acre.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah. So somebody can do the math there.
Look at the pictures. I'm looking at the pictures.
Yeah, there are just pictures of this.
That's a barbecue.
Of this catastrophic inferno.
And there's a poor little helicopter trying to dump some water on it.
Yeah. Like this thing
like a flea. It's
raged.
Oh, and it goes into the night. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Man. Oh,
Man.
Fantastic. That guy's getting a bonus.
Yep. Let's see.
A bonus by the unemployment office, of course.
Yeah.
Zing. Man. So I'm trying to see like when this whole thing started.
The funny thing is there was like 3,800 more cars that were parked there that didn't get damaged. Like,
well, thank God.
A ton of cars parked in that dry grass.
Oh yeah. And probably a few good ones did get burned to the ground. Probably some drop-top Mustangs or Camaros, but
all the V6 muscle cars.
Yeah. Hey.
Really? It was a conspiracy theory by FCA. They had to boost sales, so they're like, let's get our fleet sales up. Burn them down.
Gotta get those numbers up. Get them way up.
Sales.
Pump those numbers, boys.
Pump them.
Way up. Man. Well, that is the news as we bring it to you.
Scott Michael Chamberlain has the best question of the night. Dad, did you get your smokes yet?
No, you know I did.
Hey.
I just had to pop over to Wuhan, pick him up.
Attaboy.
Too soon?
I think it explains the cough a little bit more.
Did you get some bat while you were there?
That and some anteaters. Delicious.
Well, as long as you stayed away from the pangolin, those things are critically endangered.
Oh yeah, that isn't that the anteater looking thing? I don't even know.
It's like an armored anteater.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
yep, that is a pangolin. You were a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Trent brought up a sad question when we did our first Zoom call those many nights ago.
Which you were supposed to do. Yeah, you're supposed to do another one in between this so you could figure out Zoom, and you did.
I'm supposed to do a lot of things like pay my bills, but here I am drinking in my basement on a Monday. So just let that marinate for a minute.
Yeah, you're just gonna call up your creditors and be like, "Hey, it's coronavirus." So
exactly, just fuck it, whatever. No, so Trent did bring up the question: do you think car meets will go back to normal after this whole pandemic dies down? And
God, I hope so.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a while for them to get back to the meets that we knew and love, and some cases actively avoided because,
Well, apparently Utopian Car Meet's still trying at it. They posted a canyon drive on Friday, I think. I haven't confirmed this, but...
So there's Vertical Mile Rally did do a rally. They said, don't get out of your cars and all that. We're going to do a rally. Of course, pictures showed up that people are still hanging out. And then somebody who I know that isn't in the car scene posted a ranting video of you dang kids. A bunch of people were gathered together at Fashion Place. There's probably 50 to 100 cars. Like he was just driving around the parking lot filming them. He's like, you're the problem, all this crap. So,
well, I did see a photo, which I'm assuming Brandon saw as well too, of ER and Clarence and their crew out at Fashion Place, empty parking lot with a whole bunch of McLarens and Maseratis.
Yeah, but they kept their, social distance.
Yeah, all the cars were 6 feet apart.
These were like VW guys, so the worst of the worst.
The scum of the earth.
What did you say?
Yeah, look in the mirror, Dad.
Yeah, I know. Well, hey, from we on the Utah Association of Euros, if you're not on it, join it. We delayed all of our meets. We probably pushed it to April 17th, but I think we're not going to do anything until May. So
yeah,
look at you being part of the solution.
Look at you.
We just need
that curve.
We need to flatten the curve. Once the curve starts to go like this, then we can start to get back to real life. People get jobs again.
Spike the curve again.
There it is.
Well, the problem I'm going to rant for a second about my thing was I've losing my job, and everyone's like, "Oh, because of the virus." I'm like, "No, I got laid off a month before that."
Yeah, you were shit out of luck beforehand, buddy.
Yeah. Don't associate me with that.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be like I've even booked a hotel room for the Leavenworth Drive, up there in Washington.
Yeah.
And it's the end of June, and I'm guessing they're gonna cancel it or delay it. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna start to get back to normal until really like June. I think people could go to work and get back into things, but it's gonna be like July, August before things kind of get back to normal. So
yeah, well, like I was supposed to go to Hawaii the first week of May. And that's just not happening. So everything, like all the big series, like they kept pushing everything back and back and back. And then IndyCar just said, fuck it, we're not doing May. Like the month of May is now the months of July and August. So, and apparently they're going to add a third race at the Speedway. So, yeah. So there you go. But, it's like Brandon was saying, probably June at the earliest.
I'm hopeful for sooner, but yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Zach.
You're fine. I find it funny that now the Japanese Olympics are now 2021 Olympics.
Yep.
That was a lot of pressure from outside sources that basically said, we're not showing up if you do it this year. So
absolutely not.
They were going to do it.
Yeah. They were fucking gonna go.
Yeah.
I like the idea of all the merchandising that they had produced for, let's say, 2020 on that have to be all scrapped. $1 billion worth of stuff.
It'll be sent to all the African villages where
they'll be running around
with the T-shirts of the non-winners of the Super Bowls. End up.
There's going to be a bunch of people in a country who just survived an ethnic cleansing wearing a whole bunch of Japan 2020 shirts.
Yeah.
But yes, I do think it will go back to normal. Again, I do think it will take some time, but history repeats itself. Like we're gonna forget this. Like
fuck yeah,
real quick, and then just
real fucking quick.
Now, the thing is, we're still a year out from any vaccine, and that's rapid. That's rapid development. Even with what Bill Gates is gonna do, we're lucky if we get anything within a year. So it's like,
Yeah, I was talking to a neighbor who works for Johnson & Johnson, and he's like, we've got some really promising stuff, but don't expect it to like the second or maybe third wave of this thing actually happening.
Yeah.
Tight. Thanks.
Yeah.
So I did so someone brought this up recently, which was excited to see all the cars that are going to be completed during this time of quarantine. Like everyone's working on their cars in the garage, except Trent. Apparently, Trent can't do it.
Hey, I'm going to. I've initiated something. This is a step in the right direction.
Hey, it's a step. That's a good. I have a book for you. Actually, it's called "How to Get Shit Done." I can bring it to you, and it might give you some tips.
Damn.
The funny thing is, I'm the one who gave him that book.
Yep.
No, I asked for it. I wanted it.
Is it a two-page book? You just open it and says, do it.
Is it a pamphlet? Yeah. I'm just excited to hear everybody's excuse as to why their car isn't done.
Well, so the way to choose, I know, we're all getting our Trump bucks at some point, and that's going to be a good amount of money people can put towards their car. We should see some cool builds.
Unless you're out of a job.
Yeah. Then, you know.
Trump bucks might go somewhere else.
Yep. But anyway, so we had a couple of responses on the old facey space there. Kit is what he said. I believe that wherever there is a gathering of cars, there will be an equal gathering of three straight pipe clapped out Civics in the back, that one ST with crackle tune, and those GM cars that constantly tries to burn out but just can't do it. So all in all, car meets will be more likely tight and private than usual, and the big ones will be the same, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that was answer.
Yeah. And then
it was a spot-on answer, really.
It really was. Yeah. And then Joey said, I feel like there will be a small problem with the people being just a little too pumped for the meets for a little while. Mass attendance, which will bring trash and rev limiters. On the plus side, we'll all be real excited to show up.
True.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm sad to see things like ISS close down and stuff, but hopefully...
hopefully we'll have something to fill the void, because I do love me some ISS.
And I need some drifting in my life.
Yeah, right? I need some getting...
I have a car that I'm almost ready to go drift, and I can't even do it.
Well, yeah, I saw Scott Michael Chamberlain might get his car back on the track now that NASA's delayed. So I hope he does it.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds have been postponed. So, if you're out there and signed up for any of the NASA stuff, take the credit. Don't try to get a refund. There will be some on-track action. So please just take a credit for a future event. I need something in my life, because the old camera bag right there, haven't cracked it open at all since last year. So
camping. I pulled my camera out.
Ooh.
And
I've been asking you for a tasteful boudoir shot.
Yeah, well, I can't legally I can't come down to your county for. Oh God.
We can do this over Zoom.
Okay, sure. Whip it off, bud. Let's make this happen. I got my finger on the print screen button. I'll put this in paint and make you look real good.
I just got a little more brown sugar on mine.
Anyway.
Well, other thing I've seen too is Mike. There might be a bunch of cheap camera gear up for sale in the next couple weeks.
I mean, yeah, there might be a whole bunch of cheap camera gear, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm still fucking broke. So, can't go broke on camera gear when you're already broke.
Yeah.
I should be taking this time to do some stock video and things like that. But as I mentioned earlier, I have less time because kids are home now. So,
all right. Well, we ready to move on to some racing news?
Let's do it.
Some e-racing news?
Yeah, pretty much just some e-racing news.
Yeah, it's like e-racing and sadness. That's pretty much what it is.
Pretty much. And a little bit of hilarity. There was a funny story in there. So, anyway, F1 drivers compete in F1 sanctioned digital race using an F1 branded game. Well, except for one dude. Lando Norris, for whatever reason, still cannot connect to the Codemasters F1 2019 server when it comes to race time. So 20 cars qualify and 19 take the grid to start the race.
That's a Codemasters fail, dude. Someone is unemployed now.
Well, I don't understand why they insist on using just this game, but that's just me. They had their second F1E Grand Prix, whatever the shit they're calling it, digital Grand Prix, and the first one only had 2 drivers, current F1 drivers, Lando and Nicholas Latifi. This one had a whopping 5. Lando, Latifi, George Russell, Alex Albon, and Charles Leclerc, and also Charles's brother Arthur. So yeah, and it did have some celebrities. Apparently a big deal cricket player in the UK, Johnny Herbert, the mad lad himself, who decided that in the first race he was going to not brake going into the first turn and fuck everything up. It was hilarious. And some other former F1 drivers like Jenson Button and Stoffel Van Dorn were also in there. Charles beat his brother and everybody else to take the win, and then he had a hard time ending his stream, which, if you were in the Cam Shenanigans group,
Control-Alt-Delete.
Jess McFadden on Instagram in her story, I think it might be gone by now, but it was hilarious. Somebody put the Wii music behind Charles trying to stop the stream, and it just took it from good to great. So there is that. IndyCar had their second iRacing Grand Prix, this time at Barber Motorsports Park. which IndyCar is doing a fun thing. They're sticking to, well, the first race is at Watkins Glen. Fans voted on a classic Indy track that the series wasn't currently going to, and everybody chose Watkins Glen. At the end of this, race number 6 in their little whatever series, fans get to pick whatever dream circuit they want.
Ooh,
so it
cool.
could very well be Indy cars at Mount Panorama, or Monza, or like some like amazing track. Seeing all of these cars. This race was won by Scott McLaughlin, who was going to be making his debut in an Indy car at the Grand Prix, the Indianapolis Grand Prix, which is run on the road course. But it's probably not going to happen for a little while. Mm-hmm. And Robert Wickens, the hero that we deserve right now, the warm, fuzzy story in motorsports right now, he finally got all of his sim stuff so he could actually participate. He crashed in qualifying, so he had to start dead last, which was 29th, but then he made up 21 places in the race and finished 8th. This is a guy who is driving with just hand controls, so that
Not all heroes wear capes.
Exactly. Some of them are tiny Canadian dudes.
Yep. Awesome.
Yep. Let's see. NASCAR is still... Oh, the IndyCar race was actually broadcast on TV this time as opposed to just YouTube and their Facebook page. So it was on NBCSN. NASCAR has been broadcasting their NASCAR races on Fox because why the hell not? Let's see. Who was it? This didn't save. William Byron. There it is. William Byron, he's led the most laps in the 3 NASCAR races, and he finally won one, which was great. But that's not the story we give a shit about. The one we care about is Bubba Wallace rage quit the race and was actually dropped by one of his sponsors.
Because of the rage quit. Because of the rage quit?
Yeah, because of the rage quit. So in the NASCAR thing, it is you get 2 quick repair pit stops. So if somebody like dumps you into the wall or whatever, you can duck into the pits and basically just pop right back out. So that happened twice. Clint Boyer like dumped him the last for time number 3, so he was going to have to take a long pit stop, and it was going to be kind of a chore to get back on the lead lap, and his best finish would be on the lead lap. So he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tired of this shit. I'm out. So he quit. And people were like complaining on Twitter, like adding him on Twitter saying, oh, like, how could you do this? How dare you? And all that shit. And he was laughing. And then Blue Emu, who just signed on to sponsor him and Landon Castle, said, good to know what you're about. And then they posted a GIF of the big wet president on that TV show used to have saying you're fired.
You're fired.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I like that was done mostly over social media.
Right? I'm glad that NASCAR is getting back on their bullshit. Nothing makes me happier than them getting back to it as quickly as they have.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Joey pops in. First Dan says, "Sup, bitches? What up?"
What's up?
Yep. Joey says, to be honest, I think his sponsor was trying to drop him beforehand. Dude's mediocre on track, but treated like a golden child for some reason. He's had some results and some not stellar equipment, so he's still getting the benefit of the doubt from that. So that's really that. And then finally, the last bit of e-racing news. So the Virgin Australia Supercar Series, they're doing a pro-only thing. And every driver has said that they're getting into it, that they're going to do it. And, some of the young guys, like they have full-on sim rigs. Some of the old hands, they're getting proper setups done and everything. And then there's Rick Kelly, longtime driver, handyman. Him and his kids got together with some 2x4s and a camping chair, and they put together his sim setup.
Yes.
It is hilarious. So, yeah.
I gotta see this. Is it as good as my? Oh, that's even better. I built one out of PVC sprinkler piping. My sim setup is out of PVC. That's better than mine.
Dude, that's not too bad. Yeah, I've got plans for a PVC setup. So just in case I ever want to get rid of the seating area back there, and just put on a full-on sim rig, it'll be made of PVC, so I can transport it a hell of a lot easier than the old pod table here.
Yeah, I've got the blueprints. You're welcome to them.
Hell yeah, I may take you up on that. And then finally, to bring us down, the NASCAR Next Gen car, the one with the big wheels, the sequential transmission, and the independent rear suspension.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the apocalypse, its debut has been delayed a year. It will show up in 2022. Yep.
Yeah. I think Thanks Corona is going to be the new Thanks Obama. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So there we go. I do have one thing down here in the shenanigans.
I do have a TDC for us.
Okay, hit me with it.
So this is for all the people watching on the Cam Shenanigans Live. Feel free to throw yours in here as well if you would like. Give you a chance to jump in. But it is our future, and it's not the most exciting future. However, it is the hybrid CUV edition.
Oh God,
Christ!
Ooh.
So
Okay.
you have the Ford Escape hybrid, the Toyota RAV4 hybrid, and the Honda CR-V hybrid.
Okay.
Which one do you track? Which one do you daily? Which one do you crush?
I'm going to go first. I'm going to track the RAV4 hybrid. I am going to daily the Honda, and I'm going to crush the Ford. Yep.
I see your point, and I will completely disagree with you.
Okay.
I will track the Ford.
Okay.
I will daily the Honda, and I will crush the Toyota just out of principle.
All right.
So I am going to track the Honda, daily the one that isn't the Ford, and crash the Ford.
The Toyota. Okay.
There we go.
Hey, attaboy. Trent, you need to check the Facebook real quick.
What's going on?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Burn them all.
Gavin's just being Gavin.
Oh, hey, there's Gavin. Classic Gavin.
I'll throw a heart in there.
I'm laughing at that.
But I don't understand the hate for the Toyota there, Mr. Pizza stepdad.
Yeah.
However,
he's already bet on the
RAV4
losing horse, so he's got to continue with it.
He does like his VWs. The RAV4 hybrid is the quickest. It's quicker than the base RAV4. Like,
yeah,
it's
that's
the
why
smart
I picked
choice.
it.
Exactly.
That's why I went with it.
I am tracking that. And since my wife drives a Pilot and it's a wonderful vehicle to be in every day, I will go with the CR-V hybrid for the daily and the Escape for no other reason than the stupid Ford bong. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Every time you put the key in, every time you get in the car, I hate that noise. That's why I support Lincoln, because you can actually change that noise in the Lincoln.
There we go.
So you don't like the sound of freedom. That's what I'm hearing. Just kidding. Because that's what Ford is.
Hey, my Honda Pilot was built in Alabama, so.
Hey.
Damn, if that isn't the most free thing you can possibly think of.
America. No, I didn't know that. I have no idea about any of these cars. I just went off of blind dumb.
I
forgot one of them.
Yeah, you did. It was like, and I'll crush the other one that isn't the one that I said.
Nailed it. Yeah, the only reason I knew that the RAV4 would be the one I was going to track is because Jalopnik posted a thing talking about, like, holy shit, have you seen the RAV4 hybrid? Talking about, like, how much power it actually made. Right. And I'm like, okay, cool. Sign me up.
So far, the only response in the shenanigan group is that Dan completely agrees with Dear Leader and therefore completely agrees with me. So thank you, Dan.
Yes, that is a victory.
And
Real
Gavin
original.
says to burn them all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Gavin's right.
Says the guy who drives a CUV. Like,
hey.
Ooh.
Take that.
Shots fired.
Damn. Anyway, in shenanigans, I do only have one thing. She was gunned down in her prime. Honor Blackman. You knew her as Pussy Galore in Goldfinger. She died at the ripe old age of 94.
Wow.
Yes.
I bet she was still hot.
I mean, there's a picture of her on, if you click the link, She wasn't bad looking.
No.
None, yeah. Like she aged
I
very well.
Say that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not terrible. Yeah, Pussy Galore was awesome. She was did a whole bunch of fun double crossing in the movie Goldfinger. Flew planes. Had a problematic relationship with James Bond, as everyone did back in the day. But yeah, Honor Blackman, rest in peace. Ripe old age of 94. Yep. So at least Gavin can control his own gear changes.
Oh.
At last, he can control.
Shots fired.
You know what, Gavin? It was better the first time around. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, wasn't his Outback automatic before?
It was the Outback
so
XT
it works.
was auto. Yeah. At last, choice is yours.
At Chuckarama.
Thank you.
Nailed
I thought
it.
The same thing.
And as we nail the dismount, just want to say thank you everybody for joining us.
Yes.
This has been a thing. Next time, I promise to have done my due diligence on a Zoom call. Now that I have Wednesdays off, I can actually get this shit done. So
I will try to have a camera for next week.
there you go.
You pervert.
Yeah.
It's the fuck
Wait.
okay.
Pot meat kettle. How you doing?
Yeah, well, I'm guarantee Zach's butt naked right now. Zach is
You
just
don't know
totally.
that.
I guarantee it. I
I'm gonna send
promise.
you a photo.
I do not want that photo. I do not want that photo.
I mean, I've just said I'm wearing pants. I haven't proven it. So
yeah, I did.
For all you know, it's
I don't want you to.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
There's a little chest hair for you.
Oh man,
Damn.
he is just throwing those billions out there. Look at that.
Damn. Anyway.
There you go. You guys just received that.
Oh, Christ Almighty!
Oh,
nailed it.
Wait, are you flipping the bird? Real original, Zach. Real original.
Man, that looks like a dramatic old photo. Like,
yeah,
yeah, like I like it.
You should put that on your business card. I dig it.
You
New profile
my
picture
behind me and stuff.
Yeah, I like it, dude. It's a good one. It's a good look. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us on episode 259 of the CAMcast.
That's a number.
It is. It's a big number considering how fucking fly-by-night this whole operation is.
From the hip.
Not even
shoot from the hip.
Jesus, not even get out of the holster. Sometimes maybe get lucky to not blow your toe off.
And yes, my hip is at breast level.
Hey, you're getting to be that age where you gotta hike them up there.
Hike them up.
Yep. Anyway, we are at CAMautomag on all of the social medias. Pretty much just Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. It was got to be Twitter, but then racing got canceled, so I can't get spicy. So, sorry. Podcasts available wherever you get your podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Like, rate, review, subscribe. I mean, listen, there's like 4 people in your office at this point. Fuck it. Just
blast that shit.
Blast it.
Yeah.
Blast it.
Just
where you're like us, and this is your office. So who cares?
Yep. Well, hey, some of us have been dubbed essential, and we still have to go in. So,
yeah.
Yep. Patreon.com/CAMautomag is where you go. Subscribe for any dollar amount from $1 up to $15,000, as we sadly found out. But $5 is the best bang for the buck. It gets you into the Cam Shenanigans super secret Facebook shitposting group. Get you bonus content, get you these live streams every Monday when we do the podcast. We live stream them, so for better or worse, you can see it. You can see how the sausage is made. You get.
Why would you use that analogy? That's the worst.
Why wouldn't you use that analogy?
I mean, listen, this is the end product is delicious and fun, but seeing how it gets made is just horrifying and terrible. Yeah. Look at your face right now. That's yeah. Anyway, you also tend to get first dibs on the Twitch Tuesdays, where we play a different game until the apocalypse ends and we can actually go out and drive and hang out and bullshit. This week we were playing Forza Horizon 4. The private adventure is going to be called Cam Shenanigans, and you really need to be in there to know who to add on Xbox Live so you can actually get in on this, because I have yet to figure out how to make it open to everybody. Although I don't necessarily want to do that because fucking randos tend to ruin the GT Sport lobbies.
Yes, and speaking of people ruining things, I purposely disabled on this Zoom call where you can automatically share your screen because that has caused some issues in school chats, if you did not know that.
Yep.
Only imagine how.
People sharing exotic, erotic material.
Yes.
On school chats, yes.
Yep. Yes, Dan, you are actually contributing to the patron. We thanked you at the top of the episode. But yeah, thank you again. Appreciate it. So yeah, patreon.com/CamAutomag is where you go to help us out. Another way to help us out is to go to CamAutoswag.com and buy some Cam merch, like the hoodie. The button is a thing that you're not getting. That is a patron-only exclusive / close personal friend of the program thing.
I got one.
Attaboy. Yeah, I think all of us have them. Me, Zach. There you go. Trent wants to say thank you for buying stuff from Cam Auto Swag. Yeah, here's what I recommend. This is what I'm going to call the springtime special. Get the hoodie because it is a nice hoodie. It's not super thick, so it's perfect for this kind of transition time of year. Do that. Grab yourself the logo tee, the new logo tee like Trent's wearing right now. Put the hoodie over the tee. Maybe get yourself, the logo. Yeah, the hat. Exactly.
That's what I'm getting. I'm about to buy it right after this.
Get the hat. It comes in a bunch of fun colorways. I'm probably going to pick up the black and white because that is delightful. And yeah, rock that to the first meet that happens when the apocalypse ends. Highly recommend it. And while you're out there spending your money on the internet, head over to steadybroke.com. They're a longtime sponsor. Use coupon code CAMAUTO15 at checkout. Save 15% on your entire order. They've got a bunch of awesome stuff. Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams. Steady Broke Clothing. And yeah, the aforementioned Twitch Tuesdays, playing Forza Horizon 4. Going to start tomorrow night at about, I'm going to go ahead and say 7 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 9 p.m. for a friend in Tennessee, AJ. I had this figured out. It is 3 p.m. Hawaiian. Believe that is the correct. At my day job, we have a customer in Honolulu, so I had to figure it out because she kept saying, like, I would respond with good afternoon, and she would say good morning. So I had to do the math in my head. Pretty sure Hawaii's 4 hours behind. So, but yeah, so 3 p.m. Hawaiian. There you go. Yeah, we're going to be playing Forza Horizon 4, which is a cross-play game. So if you have a Windows PC, you can get it, and you can play with us. So PC Master Race folks, you do not have an excuse not to join us. So, exactly. Yeah, we're going to be doing some more Xbox titles because it seems to be something that people want us to get into. I'm sorry. Whatever.
I'll buy one with the Trump money.
There you go. Yeah, attaboy. Perfect. So, yeah, Twitch Tuesday, Forza Horizon 4. We're going to be doing some fun stuff. Come see my Ella-swapped Vandura.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The one thing I did find, nobody has any good the old school rage troll faces. Those aren't on there, so I have to try to figure out how to make one. Yeah. So, and nobody has the Brazzers logo. So, god damn it. The Forza 4 days, they're gonna happen again, but shit. Anyway, so for episode 259 of the CAMcast, I have been Mike.
I've been Zach.
One of you two. Say your name.
I've been Brandon Fire from the Tit Christiansen.
Nailed it.
Thanks,
and I've been Trent the Shadowy Billionaire.
Perfect.
So do I hang up now? What do I do now?
I don't know.
I'm going to stop the live stream.
Okay.
I hug you.